Sorry, guys, the phone crashed a little bit there. We are back. Make sure we're good on everything. We're back live on YouTube. That's good. Let me see something. Okay, yeah, it's not skipping no more. So that's good. Let me check out Rumble. Rumble should have stayed on the same stream. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're back, folks. Much better. Much better. Okay, live's on, so. I don't think I guess when I look at like life, like when I wake up in the morning, oh my God, the Epstein file. I'm looking at my kids and my grandchildren. I'm looking across the life in general, the cost of okay, now let's go out. But I just think it was wet. So wiggles down, didn't bother me as I watched Chase Elliott smash himself. Now a little bit more sensitive to the back. You could actually go say Tucker and 6 other Torres as well. All hanging over the stage. Talking about Busher, each one of those drivers they don't pitch out and get the end of the stage. All that track position, but big time on the move. Since the restart to begin stage 2 on those 4 fresh tires. And look at that. We talked about the recent individual in front of them. The team owner driver Brad Keselowski all the way up in the 9th position. So far at this point, wow.
I said you get so prepared. Wow. Like with the vlogs and all that stuff. Like I got it. Like I was not. Yeah, sure.
Get some good rest. Yes.
Well, we called each other.
Josh, thanks, man.
That's right.
I got that card.
want a picture of your shirt. He was not great.
All right. I'm gonna have to sneak off on you guys pretty soon for about 45 minutes. Thanks to the challenge from earlier. So it's Briscoe, then Hamlin, then Reddick. Yeah, it's a boring track. There's cookie cutter 1.5 miles, and it's just, I was talking to Rachel about taking Caden to into June to the road course. We used to go there every Father's Day weekend before they changed the schedule. I used to have a travel trailer. We would camp at the 55-acre park on the Speedway. And I was like, Caden would really enjoy a NASCAR race. But the tickets are a little bit more pricey than they were back in the day. Kids 12 and under, man, NASCAR is really good too. I think kids 12 and under were only 15 bucks.
That's what I said.
We haven't seen everything we need, but that definitely was a step in the right direction. But there's a bigger problem from Brett. His cool suit is not working. They tried to reset it around lap 56, 57. It has been glitchy ever since. So the next yellow flag, they will flush that. They'll stop some birds that will
did he call him?
when we do get a green flag.
Remember in the days when they would just put on their driver's suit and that helmet before they had the Hans device and anything else? They would race 100 degrees, they would lose 15 pounds a race. That's Brad Kozlowski. He has they have a whole system that keep them cool now, and his is failing.
I got it, Jeremy.
Yeah, every night. 9 o'clock every night.
My mom got me going to like that.
I get all freaked out when people point at me.
Don't do that.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm not saying I'm one of those crazy veterans, but
This guy came out.
I'm one of those
God
crazy
bless you.
veterans.
Thank you for coming out.
He lives down here and he came to show you support.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry we're all kind of dead right now, but we're gonna get pumped back up.
This guy's channeling Jerry Lewis.
Yeah,
Yeah, how
we
far
got.
that food place is.
Works for the department.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's perfect. It's about
Oh, he asked me.
10-minute
I don't know. Have
drive.
you seen any mainstream media out here covering this at all?
No, we had real American boys early.
Friday night we seen that. There's no mainstream
But they're
media.
not.
No TV.
How long did it take? That you got on?
just get that time where I can use the restroom too, and then we'll get back and make it till 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, that's what he was saying. You were guard or warden. Yeah. Now that, oh, okay, yeah.
See where I can put this so it'll be safe.
Okay, so you were all over. That's what I was telling him. Yeah, years ago, the chaplain.
Yeah, I'll be back, guys. I'll be right back. You guys keep an eye on this. I'll have the chat on in the background. I'm gonna run, grab that grub, and be right back. I'll be right back. I got the camera on over there, but I'll be back.
Okay.
Sit down and say, I won't pick your brain on this. That shocked me. I mean, when the kids got put in, I mean, they're good kids, never did drugs or anything like that.
Yeah, I promise.
They could. Through the Capitol line and all. They put thousands of people that never been in jail for putting. I'm not promoting, I'm just asking. I'm not promoting drugs. I don't
Dropped the bat out, like, fuck this thing.
He was advocating for his brother and been calling her sheriff.
He's a gripper.
He got Trump party.
God bless the USA. Stop sending billions to Ukraine. When they fail, I'm the one that they blame.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I've been a chaplain. It got to the point where we had to raise the Bible wrapped in something. So then they still open it up and go to the Bible, which I don't blame them. But you would get them.
Really hard to run over to Josh's camera. Start rubbing my lens. I'm like, pretend like you're below his desk.
Oh, the ramp, the way they click the glue or something.
I'm like, that was your friend. That's right. Didn't even charge him.
I know they just got like
Well, we've been friends for like 3 or 4 years.
yeah.
My state, before January 6th, there's a quite a deal that every weekend is a state capitol. I live like blocks away, so it's like not like that far. Josh was one of the people that started covering it eventually, so he knows of all the original patriots in my town. I'm like, that's how I went from wearing a suit to looking like this. And they were like, you dress like Antifa, and I was like, actually, this bitch is just like me. This is just my motorcycle car. I don't care. This is what I wear when I'm riding. You know what I mean? Like you're all supposed up and wearing all black.
It's the lakeside laughing and drinking too heavy.
That kind of stuff. When they come in for some
It's the midnight cruise in a Peterbilt Chevy.
All that first. They put him say if we are in the military, citizens that more or less anybody over 18. And that's what the drive for is. Shotgun. Cut. Well, at the time, the military didn't have got away from it. They pushed it on me. Back to California. He was the hey, Mr. George,
Oh wow, you were thinking about what you was gonna call me.
yeah,
It's like, do I go white or do I go red?
yeah,
Just don't go blue.
right. That's well, you got.
No, I can't figure out what to do.
Well, I got a blue hat that says Republican on it.
And I'm like,
Kind of a odd time.
Sacramento?
But he was really
I was one of the main Republicans in California. So like, I don't normally look like this. So I'm not actually anything what I look like right now. I've been in a suit for 20 years. I'm actually about to be a tax lawyer and forensic accountant. Right? I'm 7 degrees deep, and I speak by president, my college, and speak a bunch of languages, and I'm a computer programmer. I walked in there called.
quite a fascinating person.
Started flying airplanes when I was 14.
Oh man, have y'all popper?
Oh, that's a jalapeno popper.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I guess we ought to eat them.
oh, I can't. That's not wrapped in pig.
Oh my goodness. Did you were Jewish?
I am Jewish. Sorry, got pig all over. Yeah, can't get around it. Huh? I don't know what to say about black people. They eat pork and make them all thick. I don't know how the women get inflated like that, but
They have
I
hot
have
dogs
great
too,
appreciation.
chips and stuff.
I think it's a lifestyle.
Oh, did you? Where'd she graduate from?
In all fairness, Pastor, I love a big fat ass. So to let you know,
That just shows you.
well, that's just proof that God makes beautiful things. Because when you see a woman with a big, huge ass, you just think there is a heaven. This is God showing me what he thinks a woman angel would look like. There's a reason why we admired their beauty. I was like, nobody, even in art, goes, there's nothing beautiful about a man. We're all square and blah, blah, blah. And when women are round, sit there and we notice all the way over here. I mean, like, I cannot even see them, and I just sense the butt cheeks and I go, horrible, I know. Solid. Yeah. Oh, shit. I am native. I'm Iroquois, Blackfoot, and German. Well, I'm a French-speaking American missionary to the right with culture and public speaking. Parler le français. Après mon examen, je voulais aller en France et finir ma éducation. Tu dis comment faire les bibliothèques?
He's the real deal. Hey, Johnny good time with him in prison. He loved him.
When I was in the prison, I met with their great-great-great-grandson from South Dakota. We had conversations in the library about not all the
They're everywhere.
in prison, I worked with El Chapo's lawyer, and I taught a brand new financial plan.
Oh,
I taught inmates about money, and nobody had ever told them about balancing the house. I went in how to pay for them. I went through his book 6 times. He said, no one's ever talked to me. They don't. Those inmates, they follow me around every time I'm there. They're like, keep this thing going. He knows about how to pay my rent, how to pay my utilities, what everybody in the house needs to like to have, what a budget is, breaking down the budget. And if you understand, not I gave them, not only did I not count on them to be able to follow me, but I gave them handouts. They could sit there and be like, he gave me home, take home. And I said, this is how much money you have to make every month to take care of your family. And there you go. Well, right now you're going, why don't you sell more meth when all the bills are all done? And I was like, that's not how you have to think. You have to think, this is how much money you have to make to not go to prison. When you start thinking like that, it changes the way you're thinking. You go, not have enough to take care of the problem. You realize how much you have to work. This bill start planning for relaxing vacations and stuff. Then you'll have a happy house. Rule of thumb is, if you look at a single guy who's got a Scarface poster up on a wall, and maybe a 6-pack of beer up in the fridge, something. So he starts dating this woman. He's dating her for a little while, and all of a sudden he's not paying attention. He sits around and does this crazy thing. Starts putting up pictures of people he knows on the wall. Family and friends. Him even. He's like, oh, I'm on that picture. There's this weird thing, put up salt and pepper shakers, lace setting, and weird things, right? They go, well, you listen to them, if you listen to her too much, you'll be That's called the happy medium.
I looked before I crossed.
Don't throw it down.
It saves the day. And the chicken.
Take you hear about it. I got to hear about it out here. Okay. Right. What I was saying about that, though, is put accountability on the person when you go visit. It's always, sometimes it does have to be like, I was raised with my mother's wives on the maybe not here in Colorado. I got out of it for a while. I told her that I put a message on her phone, and I got to say, I don't want your head to have to go to the statue. Right, exactly. Right. No, I love it. You're exactly right, brother. We're on the same page. And then, hey, that just breaks my heart.
Get out of the car, Coughlin. Nobody's gonna take your picture. My Aunt Trish was here yesterday. She would get out of the truck. Mom would not get out. Hi, girl.
No, she would come in here. She'll be coming. How are you? Oh, so you know.
Yeah.
My name's
Carlson.
Jill.
I believe that God gave us the Bible in English and I can just read this. I said, I think I'll be okay.
Doing your best,
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, you guys.
I
Screwed up our race plan tonight. I saved this driver. Terrible traffic problem.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna let it in
Florida. Right. When I was a young man, my parents planted Orange Tree, and I always thought it was going to be a grove
my
man.
garden's probably.
Grove tree was small. You had a bud tree. We banked them with dirt, getting the force water. You know, we were running. You know, we'd go through and bank them up with dirt, and then come in and uncover them. There's a lot more water. We all through the they should start producing a little bit, you know, because they really don't start giving out all the nutrients until they're up almost 7. Well, I don't know, like orange trees, you know, they're like 5 years old or so. So then after the first few years, especially the first fruits, I'd always pick the first 3 year olds. You know, I've got it, you know, just kind of, I would like we started getting canker from South America in the 80s, and then we started getting this green, and we lost all our trees. I mean, I told people after Dad died that I was, I said, they were saying, "What are you going to be playing after Dad died?"
That was old guy, he's like 70 something years old, trying to load all this stuff by himself. I'm like,
No, I do not. It was
so I helped him get it out of the house, load it in his truck.
Okay, I just wondered because I have. Oh, I see it. Never mind.
He's like, what do you
I just was scanning behind you. Found it.
I wish I'd have bought mine.
I'll fix it. I got tape.
We're stopping at 6 tomorrow. Are you bringing the hot dog machine back out tomorrow?
I gotta go home.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, we'll bring the other grill out.
Yeah, we got one of them little square. I have a garden that's probably keeping my attention by now.
Oh, yeah. I understand.
I live up in Johnstown. I was born and raised here in Pueblo, though. I graduated from county many moons ago, but I didn't graduate. Yep, I'm a hornet. We're all hornets. Or not you. You're not a hornet.
Went to the good school.
He went central.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I live up in Johnstown now. I work my job. My mom's down here, my friends are all down here, but I still live there. Can't make no money in this town. That's why I live up there.
Give me a job with the government.
They used to have a steel mill there.
Yep, my dad worked at Apex. Well, it was Nortrack, ABC Rail, yeah. ABC Rail, Nortrack, all those. My dad was there for 49 years. Yeah.
And my dad worked the mill there for 40.
We used to buy posts and hemp twine
Yeah.
and barbed wire.
Yeah. They used to make nails.
Like them fence posts, I got trained cows. Till I lost all my leases there. We got all houses now around me.
Sod on it. Yeah, hit once then. Oh, shit.
But they got, I found out some of the other companies, fence nails. Yeah, they're staples.
Or nail guns.
Yeah.
I used to watch
Yeah.
these. They found the nail. Set it, 1, 2,
Yeah, we opened a place south of town. We've done a lot of that.
Right. It's almost like a lost art, man. It is. That nail gun thing is so much fun. I don't blame them. But I made, when we built my barn, I made my kid, I got each one. I made them use the nails. I did because of that.
We built a farm. Yeah, we got tired of hitting the fingers. Sometimes one got fire.
I built it right before the wood just went out the roof, so I think it's
What amazes me is all the cedar posts, all the old timers. They went out and God, I'm shaking them all down to cut them. Then dug in. My dad, he passed, he was 76. He said them posts are there for as long as he can. And they're still there. He's been gone. They're 500 years old. They're still good.
dad used to make pizza. I'd go out and make the night before. So he thought, oh, can I make a pizza the next day? So I'd get home 4 or 5 in the morning. Here he comes at 6 in the morning. Let's go. So we'd go out there. But you just know if you can play all night, you don't go to work the next day. So yeah, we'd be out there digging holes by hand. Oh, split bar hit. Hot.
Yeah, I bet you digging holes the whole lot.
What he was drinking last night? Grabbed and said, what do you want? He said, I don't know. So I'll take one. He said, you sure they're strong? I was going to have a drink after that. So what does your husband want? So I was getting one of those. You sure? He's going to want to drive home.
Well, we'll just stay here all night if I can't drive home, right?
I said, we good. We good.
We're gonna be here till tomorrow.
You said I had to drive home. I got a tent in my truck. I just pitched a tent.
I got a place, but I don't
People
drive.
here will appreciate that because they're gonna stay here. Man, Tom, God bless you. Stay here as long as you like.
Yeah, you get that clay, it's drier.
Open it up,
You
Dad.
get down about that far.
I'm not charged.
I'm going to figure it out.
Fill them with water.
Plug in
Come
one
back
wire.
the next day.
Open your shit up. Let's have a church.
Oh yeah, my dad used to make this
Moisture
spud bar.
detector. Come on, it's like 5%
You can always
humidity.
like get a cup and split between two if you want.
Oh, trust me, I can drink.
Here's a warning. I'm a drinker too, but I like straight scotch. I don't like anything. You got to forgive me, sir. I was in Columbia.
Oh, that's hell, I miss
Bring our shit over here.
Is this stuff still rolling?
I just never seen that.
This wire where I'm charging it, the same wire that the same thing that I had on my phone and it made it. The other wire I put in the
Oh, okay. It's like that. It's like that.
You don't need any crayons or anything like that.
I know what you're talking about. It's gross as shit.
Well, like you said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kombucha.
kombucha. But every to me, my girls, I still think that. Yeah, my girls were always making it.
I got about 2 swallows down. I said, I'm done. I can't make this.
Well, they got flavor.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, there wasn't.
You get some strawberry vinegar or,
Oh, I love this song.
lavender vinegar.
Yeah.
Well, yours, I didn't like it, but I used to drink it.
Oh, I don't drink anything I don't like. Nope. If you have like a
But you require a taste to it, but I didn't, I mean.
no, if I don't like it, I won't drink it. If you got like all this beer out there, I'm like trying to talk myself into drinking one, but I just won't.
Good, just talk yourself out of it.
No, I just
Smoking,
drink it.
this is what I used to sing in the prison. I think smoking, drinking, it's fighting dirty talk, that makes you walk the dirty walk. And then I just thought, then walk, walk the Bible way, read the Bible daily, don't bring it around, walk the Bible way.
Well, I'll tell you, in my prison,
Well, that's what hey Tom, I asked him about, what Tom literally had records, he worked in there, for how many years? 8 years. And he just admitted what we know is bad. Bad officer. But then,
but they know it all the way. Hey, like it, is it good? Where I was at with the federal holding facility.
Tastes like, you ever
Yeah.
try that stuff called?
Everything.
Something like that. Tastes like an orange.
No, they saw it.
But it's like this alcohol. Those things
saving time stamps.
Yeah, you can pour this into a water bottle. It's clear. Someone actually showed up.
He did a white, so he just got rid of it.
This one. Well, nobody will even know.
But, you know,
Who needs
what's
what?
it gonna take? That was out. I mean, at some point, that's what I can't activate. They all start out in prison. Judges or cousins and so they're getting kickbacks. They're getting kickbacks from the the money they confiscate off of somebody on the side of the road. The judge signs off on the forfeitures. And then they all share the money.
I'm only bringing pennies.
And then the young yeah, but then the young they start them off in the prison. And then they know the roads are fucked back. Around me, they're turning a blind eye.
Yeah, I'm not a slotter. He's the one
I
that's a
had
slotter.
I had
I'm like blackjack that
$20.
my dad.
then I'll walk away. Then I'll watch you.
One time we
It's all the time.
one time we went with her. Find all the bill.
When they started that place,
Yeah.
So I had to cash out.
Yeah, right? Mama did down the camera. I said, you're doing that. Everybody was down.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was a dark-haired lady.
Yeah. Well, you can definitely tell you when Tina comes out.
I love this song.
See that one right here.
If I was locked up for unjust cause, I think I would come out and work out. I would come out angry.
No shit, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's why I was so aggravated.
More Colorado people.
I did everything I could to get on. The Russian ball was still alive at the time, and I was doing it right
That place slot like $20 worth. And he said,
Or hell, you know,
money
and
and dump it right back in.
talk, you know,
Said, use the
what we
gamble
saw
that
in
loses. And I said,
Oh, yeah.
"Damn, I said,
our side,
you're
because
right,
nobody
they
was
did.
on our side.
$20,000 pots of premium. Freaking the hell out. She walks out with a stack of money left in her.
The next rally up in
The other
DC,
gamblers in the world.
they hope and love.
Her mom that I went to high school with.
Everybody else is there, I was up there 2 weeks.
The daughter.
And people was burning it down, you know, trying to burn it. They were fighting with the police and all, right there.
Got some great American
Went up there
patriots
praising
that
the
came
Supreme
out.
Court building. I was praising the Supreme Court building.
Got Mr. Boggs, got Mr. Mulligan.
Yeah.
I was telling you about the drugs that go in and out of the prisons.
What's it?
When he was in, we're being exposed to more fentanyl.
Yeah, they were over.
All those people like to sleep.
Tell me about all the drugs in the prisons they've experienced.
First of all, Mrs. Scooters, where's
Most
her
of the
best
ones that are allowed
flag?
there, they're from
My husband Robin.
Actually, I was watching the finale of Blue Blood, not Blue Blood, Boston Blue Blood series. And they were doing the story about a drug
So for me, like one of the things that thing really got me.
But bad
They had to make me out. I had to go over to camp areas where they had one.
I'm fine.
And the feds have access to that camera. They know everything I said while I was in jail.
That's
a horrible attitude, sir.
I
appreciate that at all.
I had two going
Oh, and this camera is above the door.
Nothing.
Part of being a federal holding facility is where the FBI has
It
access.
goes, why driving my car?
So they know what I say,
All the drugs.
nationality are you? But they turn nice.
Park police, grab.
I thought you were supposed to be in my car. I was like, you're a native or islander or something.
That's one of the reasons
That's
why
like,
I went to the Air Force.
He was helping
We
me
got
out
our
of
high school for 5.5 years. I see all the
We got cups in there.
So then he got in, they got in the Air Force, and I get that flag back. Because he didn't want to pay.
Then I look back and think, if I would have been 20 years would have went by this now, I could have stayed out in Delaware, retired at 37.
Here's my limit. I cut myself off to
I could deal with it.
Because when I drink 3,
I was at a point that I was
might wake up in
and
jail.
I carried
Like,
all
what did I
that
do?
stuff here. I was getting on the phone
Well,
there.
are you kidding on that cop's car in front of everybody?
I'll shoot you before I touch you.
First Memorial Day, or the first day.
So I went to the cross train for combat photography.
I think America was in
Yeah, I had to combat training to go into combat photography, and they accepted me and they wanted
We're
me.
drinking every night.
But the security
Case better coming out of
that's how
Griffin
it
going
was.
into Griffin.
I believe they did it. God help me if ever because I don't think it was.
I was the security specialist.
Yeah,
They guarded me.
Right.
I didn't get out help. Guarded me.
I drink
He carried me.
I don't know what that is.
We were the first line of defense in the aircraft that we went with.
Let me tell you about Jack. No one's kissing you after you've been drinking Jack. That's the one whiskey you ain't getting a sweet one
I
after.
live 2 hours from my house.
At least on the South
God let me be healed. God let me be
Stop it. Still have it.
why, you know what, I was feeling in my spirit. That there's something wrong with America.
So for a guy who drinks bourbon, this is a really kind of beer. No, I don't think I have a picture of one night.
On antibiotics.
Yeah.
It just makes it fun.
You're from Florida?
I have one more
You
day.
came up from Florida for this?
Then I go to
And that's
Vegas.
what I tell
I
my
go to
kids.
December.
That's what
I very much appreciate this.
I'd like to get a Florida. I'd like to get
all of them.
Yeah, I want to take that road that goes
Joseph.
the highway that takes you all the way up.
Oh, this is
We're off there. On this fire truck.
But Isaac
is that long highway called through the Everglades?
That girl? Okay, so on.
Still,
Is that long highway?
70 years old.
There is one that I don't have.
It's like miles.
Saves his family. You know, that dream that he had when he was a kid, he hung on to that.
Okay.
They were gonna get it
Right there. When I started this, all I wanted to do was put up my evidence.
in there with in
Mark, you
terms
don't
of
have
years
yours.
of Baker.
So short, maybe 7 years out. Why would you walk away? There's a reason why you don't have a man.
One got his head.
Oh, that's the trap. You know that. They have their drink.
The other one is back a few years later. He remembered, oh yeah. He was in prison. That in terms of the drink.
So that's the interrupt. And you'll see I'm just like talking to me and I come up, they actually come behind.
our deceased's father is dressed up like his brother instead of birthright. And so, he had to be a God man. We all got to deal with who they are, so you see salvation through the guy. And then,
I'm the J6
I say it. Right, yeah. And
that was the rumor. That's not true. It never happened. I didn't put my pants on. I opened the door.
That's the whole
we
issue
could
with
get them every day.
And I walked in and 200 guys were just led by
How do we get
staff.
desires to leave
We don't start earlier.
Prior to January 6th, we hear this stuff. We're so caught up in going to work, your car payment, your house payment, your blah, blah, blah.
Yes, sir. I rubbed my ass on her desk and I loved every minute of it. So anyway, like, there was two other guys
Other
with me.
people that do, and
I opened up the door.
but then how many are actually
Closed
justifiable?
his office and I walked in and
I've never since then, I'd like to question everything. I
I
think
rubbed my ass on her desk and walked out.
you're a true pedophile.
Guy, big O, he
Definitely don't have anything
sent
to
out
for
a
that.
picture at her desk.
But if the FBI told me everyone was a pedophile, I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
well, that's exactly.
Or maybe they are, I don't know, but just because the FBI told me.
You're going, yes.
Oh, man. Oh,
In my indictment, the first picture I'm walking through open doors. The second picture, I'm talking to the Capitol Police.
serving the military.
I was from any of that.
Oh, so you were old enough to get on the business.
They put me in a USB.
And that's like, well, that's like I was born in 62. And so the year they took the Bible out of school, and I grenade half the drive when I graduated. It was over.
Crazy one from Pennsylvania.
And I was going down, I signed up, and I didn't want to sign up. And I didn't realize, I thought
Yes, we're on the same page.
something
I was like, I don't know about that, but they did that crazy they trace them out. I'm like, that didn't make sense.
little people like this in the
He's got common sense. He's like, well, this shit is crazy over here. He's like, I don't know about my parties are acting on that.
well, we're not as big as some of the people that make
No, I'm like, I'm not saying I'm a total, because you know what? It's like that consumption comedian guy, against being woke. From there,
so my Facebook,
man, I love watching that. They go, you guys are all like fans of this guy, and I go, oh no, I ain't saying I'm a fan. Yeah, I mean, I'm like,
if half of those people would
He's an
follow me
actual
and get the
Democrat.
truth out, then it would help me out.
understands the
A lot
communism
of
is
them,
taking
they want to
this
comment, they want to see it, but they don't.
that crazy shit. Yes. Yes. And I go, well, he makes sense. I'm like, he's actually making sense. All these other motherfuckers, they're crazy. And he goes, I don't agree with you. I agree with your side. I'm just gonna say, this shit is hurting my party. And I go, bro.
John Kennedy.
I'm like, the last thing I had covered was JFK saying, all those things.
An interesting capital entry, and I don't think a lot of people know it. I didn't know.
He was a patriotic Democrat. He was probably, in my opinion, the last
November
patriotic
7th,
Democrat. And I go, so after that, I'm like, first of all, patriotic should be partisan.
It destroyed stuff.
Like,
Actually, one of the
like
cars got
wearing American flags and love
tore up
country.
tile.
And we're not. One side's wearing black stripes and
Talk
red.
about it.
The other side, and I go,
Last year there was a whole bunch of liberal.
I've heard about it. Now,
They did not
that is so cool. Yeah, no, I've heard about it. Yeah,
that's Jen
The
Baker.
Department of Engineers building.
Oh, no.
They sat down in the middle of the
That's
cabin.
like others.
And they had finally get the gardens. Like 57 yard goal. It's just gonna get like a lot more guys. There was also like 10 times more cops.
Side of it, they were going.
The percentage of the cops was way higher.
I was raised with the good stuff.
I watched the LA ride. And I watched the live
God bless you. Yes, sir.
Army at 17 with my mom's signature. I started filling out helicopters when I was 18.
So that kind of happened to 2016.
Yes, sir.
My dad.
They actually might flip the cars over and let's see you guys.
Thanks for stopping by. Now, do you want to hear from the city?
No, I'm going to be at Navy SEAL.
I don't know who's going to be doing it here, but last night they had a pretty.
Yeah. I was like, there was 2 days. Let's see if we can get
Bring them. We love the support. Okay. Do you believe in America? I do. I go to the protest rallies.
Me and my best friend, he was, we were both going to be SEALs together, but it's like us together. He was a year older than me, and he enlisted to be a SEAL, and you can't enlist to be a SEAL, which was the problem. And then he enlisted and became a corpsman, and I heard he didn't get selected to go to SEAL. And I go, well, I'm not spending my time to be SEAL. And then I found out after I enlisted in the Army, he got selected to go to SEALs. And then he had to recycle ground proofing. So they drowned his ass twice, because he didn't drown right the first time. So they chunked him a little bit more in that water until he drowned right. And then he became SEAL Team 6. And then I was like, now I'm a sellout. And I was like, next time I see my friend, I'm probably gonna like chuck him. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, it's gonna be like they sold me out. And I was like, I heard they sold you out. And I went in the Army. And I'm like, but I went straight to recon and became a sniper. And I was just like, in the Army, you can fuck people up, you can get whatever you want to do.
Red hat on.
Texted,
You came off as kind of intimidating.
Where's the grill?
Justin's grill. We thought he was going to take off.
Another one right there.
Sorry, sir. Tell the truth. I get to tell him.
Red being shot.
I found this military phone, but it's using making cookies like my wife told me. Lord, my boots were always polished. I didn't always do the right thing. I never
Okay. Yeah.
Finally, we did get some, we had 500 hours.
It's already been stripped. Most gabbers just said you can't carry a gun at a protest. Take it when you're constitutional right to be stripped. I said, until I see your writing that the Constitution was stripped and I can carry a gun anywhere I want to.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
How do you define? That's the problem with this one. Such a problem. How do I objectively look at someone and determine if they're part of it? I started thinking, I think
the person is willing to bring it.
No, I should have if I had. Then I
Well,
could.
mine,
Private sector at all. I'm gonna try that. Huh? No, I mean, and side ones. Yeah, I like that anyway. That's how I met Bob.
No, it is happening. Happened shortly. It's one of the worst places in the world. And every single sheriff deputy there is cross-deputized. They still can't find them. They have all this because it's not under control, so it's worse. They're not
Did you have that juicy T-bone steak?
What's that?
Did you have that juicy T-bone
Oh,
steak?
no T-bone. I just got a small New York. But
But you did get your steak.
I did get me a steak.
Alright.
Best meal so far of the trip. And they were pretty quick. That was 50 minutes there and back.
Good, write a good review. The Colorado has made steaks. At least. Good for something.
Wow, the bread, and the butter. And we got some updates. It looks like it's might be Hamlin if he can hold off. The rain's coming in, guys. The rain's coming in for the Coca-Cola 600. Now they're racing the clock. And again, I'll tell you, we put 5 on Hamlin and 5 on Reddick. So those two out there that like NASCAR and like talking about racing, there you have it. But yeah, we got a steak right now. It was only 26 bucks for the steak, vegetables, and rice. I was gonna get a potato, but I had mashed potatoes last night, and I was like, I'm gonna give me some rice. And I was like, 26 bucks, that would have been probably 33 in California, 33 to 34 in California. So don't tell Rachel. Don't tell Rachel. She'd be so mad. I went to Texas, was that what it was? Texas Roadhouse, and got the rolls without her. But we are still out here outside La Vista Correctional Facility. We got some patriots out here spending their Memorial Day weekend, memorializing over those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Also supporting Gold Star mom, Tina Peters, that's in that building right there because of political persecution. But yeah, that was good. Spoil myself, I can't eat like that. It tastes a little bit different than that Taco Bell. So much better than every other meal I've had. So who came in?
You heard that radio. What you didn't hear on the radio was Dakota Diamond. We'll see what that means when he gets to his box.
Like 11th and back? Is that what came in the kid? So many great patriots out here, and tomorrow's the final day. We'll be out here for a few hours tomorrow, and then we start heading back towards California. Hopefully we can get about 5 hours of driving in. Total with everything, it's probably about a 23-hour drive. So if we can get 5 hours in tomorrow, 10 hours in the next day, that'll land us back home Wednesday. My son works part-time for Texas Roadhouse. He delivers alcohol all around for his full-time job. Oh, right on. Yeah, it's good food. I've never been disappointed at Texas Roadhouse. I was a little upset because I go belly up to the bar because, you know, they're busy. They got like a 30-minute wait right now. So you just go in there. I already knew what I wanted. So they said, can I get something to drink? I said, yeah, I'll take an iced tea and I'll order this. And so I'm sitting there watching the race on the big screen and the lady comes up and changes it because some dude wants to watch hockey. They got like 10 TVs and 3 of the TVs were showing hockey. So I was like, I'll be nice. And I go, ma'am, is there a way you can put the race on the other TV? And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know you were watching it, I can put it back. I said, no, just give me one of these small TVs right here and I'll be good. Deadweiler says, good evening, Josh, Oreo Army, and everyone at Freedom Corner West. That's right, Freedom Corner West. Rob H, man, I was just thinking about you, Rob. I passed a Ross, bud. I passed a Ross. I was gonna pull in there and see if you were over there shopping. Every time we go on a trip with Rob, he has to go over there to Ross. We're out here, Rob, at the La Vista Correctional Facility here in Pueblo, Colorado. We got some freedom folks out here, some freedom fighters supporting Tina Peters, memorializing. Tina Peters is a Gold Star mother. So just praying for her when she gets out. The journey's not over. She still has to go through a parole hearing. They could put all kind of stupid, ungodly restrictions on her. And so we're out here. She's seen us. She's thankful. And that's
Fuck you, don't go there. Whoa,
That's not good. We don't need Briscoe to take the lead. The rain could be coming. We need Hamlin. We need Hamlin to keep it. Oh man, come on. Come on, Hamlin. So we got Reddick too. So we got Reddick and Hamlin. If they're 1-2, that would be awesome. So we're still good, 1-2. We still got that 1-2 in the NASCAR race. That wind's picking up. Look at those beautiful American flags waving. Ooh, that wind's picking up, guys. I'm gonna look at the weather radar right now for Charlotte Motor Speedway. Let's see. Where is it? Let's see. Okay, it's east. It's on the 29. Above the 485 and east of it, 4585. Where's the 20?
Whatever their balance is, it's almost like the trailing car either gets tighter. Like I think they're all fighting loose, and when they get into second, they can actually get a little bit tighter balance because of the air. Wouldn't surprise me if the 11 runs the 45 right back down. Oh, and he almost into the outside wall off of turn 2.
We'll see how long the weather holds off there. I just love these American flags, these Patriot flags out here.
This is y'all's. All right.
Really good job of just committing to the top, running the top, and really don't develop this move. 20 is just forcing him to run the bottom of the non-preferred lane. Trevor, 97 in the 20s. Yeah, guys, the 97 of Shane Vickensberg, and he can't even have the excitement on the radio during that break. He was like, guys, this is so freaking cool. And now you see his restart. He gets 11 up inside, top 5 for a moment, able to rip this up 3 wide. Talk to those guys, clarity and confidence. Still, Junior, you mentioned it. What is this going to do for Shane Vickensberg? It's still have to go on work on these overs. He's just got to keep building and building. He's going to start, where he might be giving guys some breaks. Maybe, I don't have the speed to be up here. I don't have the speed to hold this car off. He's going to stop doing that. He's going to expect himself to be able to get up there and do this every single week. He's going to get tougher and tougher to race with, tougher and harder to pass, as he should. And I think he just had on that tail right there.
We'll see if that weather takes it. Reddick in the lead, about a half second ahead of Hamlin. So let's go. I could win like 22 bucks off of prediction wagering. See what you guys are talking about over there on Rumble. Too quiet over there on YouTube. You guys are boring.
First class, I crocodile down. Just restarted that thing.
Lloyd Bip, if you don't want to hear about the race, you could just turn off the stream. We're doing that in the background. So if you're watching the race later, you probably don't want to be in here. Some of my enjoyment while we sit out here for 12 hours a day. You can just watch the replay of us later, and we appreciate it. I'll tell you what's going to happen. Hamlin or Reddick will win. That's what we need. I did get some of those peanuts too. I got a bag of those peanuts, so I can snack on peanuts now. Texas Roadhouse peanuts.
Come on, Tom, flash the wheels, man. Hang in there with us. Right, call two friends.
And we're going to be doing the national anthem in about an hour and 40 minutes from now, guys. If you got to get anything taken care of, do it now. And don't forget, go to tinapeters.us, guys. Everybody donate a couple bucks, $5, something like that. When she gets out, that makes a huge difference. One great big hug for the Oreo family. God bless the USA. What's up, Gandalf? How are you doing? We're out here in Pueblo still one more day after today, and we'll be singing that national anthem tonight at 9. It's going to be brings back a lot of memories from when we were in DC outside when they had all the political prisoners in the DC gulag.
Colorado, get some energy going. Hey, hit that like button, man.
I like Nashville.
We got beautiful weather. The wind's picking up. It's partially cloudy. About 80 degrees out here. It feels more like 72 with the breeze and the shade.
Beautiful weather.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this.
Heather Butler's tour down here about this time will still be 100.
Yeah, it'll be about 113, 115 where I live.
Yeah, crank it up.
I was like, you gotta be tough to be in NASCAR.
Joe Fox, I'm about to do some,
What's up, Smurfette? How you doing?
Actually, we were at this one.
Sugar Bear, Jed Weiler, Trina, thank you all for hanging out with the Oreo family today. Gotta love the Oreo family, the diehards that's here no matter what, man. You guys rock.
I respect you for sitting there talking all day long.
It's not fun, not when you're sick. I don't mind usually doing this, but yesterday and today
I give you a.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. A lot of times the stuff I cover is a little bit, it has more excitement, more adrenaline.
But you sit there with nothing like this, everybody just sitting around
Yeah,
chit-chatting and talking.
it's tough. It's tough.
Keeping your people entertained. I give you kudos for that.
Thank you.
I respect you for that.
Thanks, bud.
Hey, brother. God bless you.
It helps if you got a good fan base, they interact, ask you questions, you can interact.
Yeah, no, we got a big Patriot family. Most of us have been around together for many years.
You don't have no interaction, try to sit there and talk for hours about yourself, no interaction.
Yeah.
Hey, you got it. Oh, let's see it. Oh.
I found in my days the hardest interview is the person, yes.
I call it the Pelosi, because that's what I did to her desk.
How do you get them to interact? Those are the hardest people to interact when you're doing an interview.
Yeah.
We did an interview once with one of the final table of the World Series of Poker, and we got him to open up to us in a way that nobody knew who he was. And we got comments that we did a better interview than ESPN did.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Because we got him to open up to
Well,
us.
it's just
And
reality.
it wasn't a descriptive question.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Exactly.
I love that man. Joe Fox. Man, they were some places where they come out
Left my key here. I can't get in the car without the key. I'm gonna get soda in the ice shop.
My wife keeps telling me, she keeps telling
Buckle up! Make me sit, buckle up. It's about to be a while.
It's going to be a wild night. Our last night.
I don't want to miss it. Oh, Mickey.
Go to Cuba.
No rain yet at this race, guys. You got Larson in fourth, Briscoe in third, Hamlin in second. Going to be an interesting finish because of this weather. It's already, the track changes once the sun goes down, and then I don't think if it rains they'll be able to dry it off on this late of a race. They got 49 more or 51 more laps in stage 3. I'm not a big fan. I'm old school. I'm not a big fan of the stages either. Matt's probably already snoring, right?
Ryan Blaney there was the best running 50 car for most of the races. Teammate Joey Logano had just got by him a couple laps before. Ryan Blaney really finds a loose balance there, trying to work on this number 12 car as he hits the road. Now these cars will absolutely have a grip advantage. A second to a second and a half of roll off tonight here in Charlotte. So now tires will easily pick up that speed. Chris Buescher has joined the group that have now come to pit road, kind of focusing on the late lap cars. Others will continue to pit. That's Buescher at the bottom of your screen. Leaders are coming in right here in the 45.
It's been raining over there in Georgia.
A little slow there on the right side. They did remind Chris that they've been seeing porting in his right front tire, so just be careful with this next run as we see more cars off pit road. The 19 of Chase Briscoe, I believe, coming in right now. The 11 of Denny Hamlin, that's all that stuff.
Ooh, Hamlin pitted.
Just need to fire whether he likes the balance. He just said he's good. Good.
Losing too much on those old tires.
This right now, basically the battle for the lead, unless we get rain or something. Reddick just hanging tight in front of Hamlin.
Reddick and Hamlin. 4th and 5th because the people in front of them have to pit.
Talk about how physical this track is. I go back to our production meeting earlier today. Corey LaJoy had run the truck race and he came in. I mean, he was scrambled and he told us that just because of how physical this racetrack is. We've watched it all night and now we're heading toward the 4th quarter. You got to get locked in and these two greats are going at it.
You guys are battling 4th and 5th position right here, but as soon as the cycle ends, it will be the battle for the lead. I think Eddie knows how important it is to try to strike while he can. Last time through 3, I was going to get there, I think. Almost. I was going to say, last time the 3-4, the 11 kind of hits to the right. I wonder if the 45 is going to shut that off this time. 45 doesn't go to the top of the racetrack, crosses down in front of the 11. That's going to cause Denny to push way up the racetrack.
Looks like the rain.
The radar on the screen will show you that because that's one reason why
The 20 is running long, thinking the rain could come, and they are controlling the race right now. The negative, though, is they are losing time dramatically to these two on newer tires.
You see it now. Our pylon showing Christopher Bellin making his scheduled stop, Trevor.
And we saw this play earlier in stage 2 where they ran a little bit long and took that tire advantage on the backside. This stop looking clean so far. Christopher Bell really happy with his balance, and they want to keep this track.
So back to Reddick now. It's cycled back. Wow, I'm glad I picked both Reddick and Hamlin today.
There they go by, no problem at all.
Yeah, it's a great way to kind of pay off the distance, but look who has joined the fray, the 19 of Briscoe.
Oh, Briscoe's right up there on him though. Another Toyota. Toyotas are definitely dominating.
Very much. Yes. Done this before.
Check out the 11 of Penny Hamlin, how much he gains all the way to the rear bumper, the 45, almost making contact. Watch this. It was so close. And then watch the race on. The 45's launch out of those pit boxes, out of control. I thought they were door to door. And watch this right here. It's like the 45 just knows the way the timing loop is. He doesn't have to really kind of accelerate, get back to speed, and the gas up again. So he is pedal down all the way from pit stall 1. And it's like a top fuel drag.
God shining on the previous thing now.
Gotta ride more of those 19 to 50. He might be struggling with.
Song sound familiar?
Oh. Hamlin.
Like he was fast enough to go up there and maybe take the spot away from 45 from Reddick, and now he's trying to fend off the 19 of Briscoe to keep second place.
We don't want Briscoe.
Woke up a little bit, maybe sustained this advantage over the course of the run.
This one that did our service.
Gains a little bit right there on Denny.
We got here just in time for that.
Got here just in time for 800.
No, we got to look.
Hey, talk about Briscoe. We said coming in, this could be their night. The 17 stage points he's accumulated. He's gone from below the Chase Cup line to 11. That's plus 6 for him so far tonight. It's Tyler Reddick leading the Coke 600.
You can run.
What's that? Yeah, they got about 150 laps to go, but rain's coming in.
Oh, we got a crash.
No, that's the commercial. Yeah, it's a commercial.
Do parents cover kids' eyes to protect them?
That's the scary part.
Or to secretly steal their Reese's? Perhaps moms know everything happens for a Reese's. I've doubted myself more times than I can count. Heard every opinion. Read everything. When you're surrounded by the right people, you learn it's about more than just racing. It's about why you're racing. Who you're racing.
Governor Gavin Newsom put out a tweet saying California has mobilized over 785 state and local first responders, including hazardous material experts working around the clock to support Orange County communities impacted by the chemical incident at Garden Grove.
6-inch sub one day, 4.99. Always freshly made, always available every single day.
You don't want to keep your car under control. That's why our solutions are driven by 3 steps. Step 1. Stop safety issues by checking systems before they become bigger problems. Repair costly components. Then react small parts. Watch routines. Your speed. That's
So we're here with Mr. Pollock's gonna educate us on some NOAA stories. I forgot.
know, in Genesis 6, it talks about our thoughts were just continuously wicked, and here Noah builds the ark, and because God, he believed God, and then in that, I touched on it this morning. No, in that, and so it's late. We've been at how many hours? 48 hours of victory freedom rally. Because it's really a victory freedom. There's some things going on behind the scenes, spiritual warfare, and then backroom deals, whatever's going on. We don't know, but we do know there's spiritual warfare going on.
It's called backdoor.
Yeah, backdoor.
George,
Yeah, I'm keeping the microphone away from George right now.
Those gay people are
We don't need no more backdoor stories. And so back there, their thoughts were continuously evil, George. And so God was going to destroy them. And he talked to Noah, and Noah was afraid. Because he was afraid, he built the ark and did what God said. And so, could you imagine? It's 100 plus years. I mean, over. There's like 160. I can't remember. Somebody online correct me. But it don't matter. It was a long time. And he built the ark.
Harvest wood, cut trees down into lumber, build a giant ark
Out of wood. And when they never even seen rain. A lot of people don't realize it was everything exactly. It was one.
Where the ark was built, there was no body of water.
Okay, I got a question for all you smart ass out there. That don't.
I'm just Jewish, sir.
No, I'm saying I couldn't have said that. That was it. But I was just saying, at what point does it say in the Bible where the land split apart?
Oh, are you talking about some stuff?
No, I'm just talking about where, it talks about the ice. Right. Well, no. That's in the beginning. But before, when Noah's time, they were on one land. Everybody was together, all the animals together. But during I asked a question I don't even know the answer to because I saw it just a while back. And anyway, I think it's just after Abraham and then they split, the ground started splitting apart, Africa divided, the others. And so this is not the question you asked me, but you can see it in there, but it just talks about during this certain time, things split apart. Okay. Right, but it had to be after that because people had time to get apart, and then when they got apart, they yeah, exactly. But they wanted but then during Noah's time, I'm dragging on this place. We got how many hours? 30, 40? We got nothing but time. We're not going anywhere because we're here for Tina Peters and keep them starting. I want to turn the phone around to Jen. I'm trying to get my thoughts together where
Hamlin's falling back now. He's now in third. His car's not handling very well. They need to make an adjustment on the next pit. That's if the rain don't come.
The arc is a picture.
Right now, and that car just better as the run has gone through. In fact, Chase is right on the radio, which usually means a happy driver. They did make a big adjustment that last stop just on the air pressure and 4 tires. Before that, though,
The whole world is covered in fossils. You know what it takes to build a fossil?
Oh, thank you.
John, maybe that's your wife. It's homemade soap for my mom.
Oh, awesome. She'll love that. She just gave Rachel some homemade soap right there. Rachel will love that. What's your mama's name?
It was very violent.
How's that bite? What is it, Jeanette?
Jeanette,
Oh, cool. She's going to love this. She loves this kind of
I was in and they were the tunnel they built during that time. It has stalagmites and stalactites coming up in that tunnel, where they built the Erie Canal.
that were hanging down all the way, and the guy was saying, well, it took millions of years to build these. Millions of years. He was saying, well, in special conditions, that of course they're only 150 years old, but there's these stalagmites going all the way down to in the tunnel that they built for the years canal. And they were trying to act like, well, this is just special conditions. And I asked him, I said, well, what about a worldwide flood? Don't you think that's a special condition? And he didn't answer me. And so you had a catastrophic event that flooded the whole earth, moved tons and millions of billions and billions. I mean, you can't imagine how much water was on the cover.
That was sweet of
Just for point
Jeanette.
of reference, in Native
Rachel will
American
love that.
history, we have the history of the Great Flood. And so, by my culture, it's known that the Great Flood happened.
That's another reason it didn't happen, because every culture in the world has a flood story, but it was just local. Okay, we're moving on, because we sure don't want to get to the truth of this, that there could have been a flood because every culture in the world says there was a flood in their land. So, and another reason we need to move on, because we know they're not lying to us about the fossils, because you can find fossils in every area in the earth. Florida, we just dig them up all the time. Up here in the mountains, they dig them. So it was a catastrophic event. But the question George was talking about was when Noah. But let me go back. So they're floating around. This is another fun fact. This morning we did a seminar on Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God of Abraham, Isaac. I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And so, he's everything. The guy is great. I am. My brother can expound more on that. What in the Hebrew? What is it?
Said I am that I am that I am. I'm never changing.
Thank you so much, Gandalf. Appreciate you. Thank you for the dono. We appreciate everybody's support while we're out here. You guys rock.
Different cultures of Native American Jews.
Trying to pull up the game chat.
Background that makes
There we go.
the Lego piece.
Give Gandalf Blue Dog a big shout out.
The message never changes. It's always the same thing. There's one God.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were going to.
Pretty soon she will be out. She still has a lot to deal with once she's out. She doesn't know. We don't know what the parole board's gonna say, what they're gonna do, what kind of restrictions she's gonna have. It's really sad.
It started speaking all this French stuff, and it was just so cool. I told him this guy answered it back for him, so I knew what he was saying, but I just thought it was amazing because so many people try to build themselves up to who they are, and they try to be somebody else. This man's the real deal.
Ah, that sucks. 19 is that sucks.
Stage 3, 19 lighten it up. Momentum outside lane for Reddick. That's tight. As they close on the left vehicle, Austin Hill. For now, 45 stays in front.
We need to shoot. Yeah, we need to shoot this man some love like we're doing.
Down to the inside of the 19.
Oh, let's go, Denny. Let's go, Denny.
To show Tina Peters love. And we're never going to quit loving Tina Peters.
Here's a 20. We all the two guys. Let's get them all in here.
from slaughtering each other. 'Cause I tell you, if you don't have a boat, you don't have a country. And we need to. I'm gonna
16 to
back
go
up
in stage
story
3.
So hold on to our thoughts. I'll remind you where we're at, because we're floating in the Ozarks right now, and we're hitting some deep water. Because I tell you, this country's in a bad way. And if we don't have a boat, we don't have a country. And this lady pointed this
Imagine
out.
being stuck in that place for doing what you honored your oath. That's what Tina Peters did. She honored her oath, and because of that, she's in there preserving evidence. Preserving evidence.
Because that's the only reason I know about the ark, is because the Word of God was put in English, where I could read it, where my Sunday school teachers could tell me about a God that loves me, and I wasn't just someone growing up out of a pond.
Hamlin's got it now, but not for long. Briscoe's coming up. Contact.
And I'm not just some random amoeba, but I'm a product of a holy God, and I got a purpose in life. And so, Trump, the Bible that was handed down, and a lot of people know this story, but
Bell's coming up, man. That Toyota's woo-wee. Toyota's killing it out there.
In Mar-a-Lago, and it's by the grace of God, just a miracle. And this country boy sitting at the table of Donald Trump, he comes up and says, "Dinner's on me, boys." And he didn't say quite that country, but he did come by and say, "Dinner's on me tonight." And a precious friend of mine, Gina Loudon, told me, I asked her, I said, "Gina, I said, if I just had one question to ask Mr. Trump, President Trump, I would ask him about the Bible." I said, "Is that story true?" And she told me without hesitation, she said, "Absolutely, 100%. This Bible that got handed down to him from his mother was his mother's, mother and aunt used to pray for a revival in Scotland. And they prayed and prayed and prayed for years for a revival in their town. And they believed God would send a revival. And they got where they couldn't go to church anymore. And so people would come around and pray for the revival there in their land, in their area at these little mamas' houses. And so she handed that Bible down.
19 hit the wall pretty hard.
It lasted for years.
That's Briscoe.
And it changed that area. So whether you think Donald Trump is he knows the
Come
truth.
on,
He
Hamlin.
knows what real religion is, which that's not religion. That's a relationship with God. I can't stand religion. We don't need any more religious people. We need people that know
9 to go.
and want to know Him and spend time
Man,
with
thank
Him.
God for Toyota. This wouldn't even be a race right now.
God earlier about praying. Oh, it was the prayer about
The part where I said the scariest part for me in the Bible is the part where it says that many people come and say, "I did this for you and I did that for you," and I say, "Depart from me, I know you not." It'll be really hard for a lot of people who come and think that they know God.
Bill got him. It looks like.
And then when you stand face to face with
No.
God, He says,
Hamlin's up
"I
there.
don't know you."
Hamlin's up there. Come on, Hamlin.
That's not my way. And we talked about the people who were.
Yeah, he
part of the
barely
Crusades,
touched it, but it
and
could have
all
rubbed a
that,
tire.
Slaughtered the hell out of people. They didn't go and talk to them. They went and slaughtered them. They probably could have converted them, some of them, saved some of them. That would not have been Jesus' way. Jesus wouldn't have said, "Well, let's just go kill all these people." And I'm like, cool. But I mean, like, in reality, that's not God's way. He would have been like, "Let's go save them." And in our ugliness, we look through a lens that tells us, we have to destroy something. But in reality, if we want to love people, we open up our hearts to them, and we take their pain into our heart, and we become one with them, and we say, I'm your brother, and I'm here for you, and we listen. 'Cause probably they didn't have that. They probably never had nobody listen. And they say, I understand you. I can feel with you, your pain. And your pain is my pain. Now I'm going to tell you how to heal. The Bible says. And that's how we help people heal. Because you want to talk about transgender people, you want to talk about gay people, you want to talk about angry liberals, you want to talk about lesbians. I'm like, at the end of the day, somebody hurt them. And if they're willing to open up to you, you should be open to receive. And you should be open to share the word of God with them and tell them, well, this is how I can help you. And it's really hard. It's not easy. But if you want to bring people into the fold, you listen, you accept, you understand. You don't accept sin, you understand the sin. I'm like, Mr. Pollock will never be like, well, I don't accept that you're all your evilness. And Mr. Pollock would be like, well, I understand your evilness. And I'd be like, well, all J6ers are pretty upset. They're a little wild and out of control right now. And, he's not been not accepting of us. Mr. Pollock's been overly loving to me ever since I met him. And he comes over and he gives me a hug and he's like, I understand your pain. And, he knows what we're going through. And when you put your heart with people and you share your feelings with people, other people share their feelings with you. And it's not easy. Probably the hardest thing you'll ever have to do. But at some point you'll find out that people will share their heart with you, and people will sit there and they'll say, I'm going to love that guy because he listens and hears me. And he says things that they're not things necessarily anybody wants to hear. And I want to always tell you I'm perfect. I'll tell you I'm not. I'm the biggest sinner walking the earth. And people will be like, I actually just had a lady tell me, she was like, you should probably share some grace with yourself. And I go, well, that's fine.
God did, bro.
Amen, but that doesn't mean I was willing to do it myself. I'm just like, that's the hardest thing to do is forgive yourself. I'm like, I can hear you and say, my story is so much worse than yours. I'm like, there's no way I'm doing so good on this battlefield, but at the same time, Mr. Paul,
Bell won that stage.
He's a loving man.
So hopefully Hamlin and Reddick can get their cars adjusted a little here
for the
final stage. We'll see what happens with the rain. Hopefully the rain don't come right now. That would suck.
No, I'm not a good example. I'm like, I'll go over there and I'll stomp that guy's ass.
He's like a teddy bear. Don't let anybody pull you.
I was like, you want to do what?
We're going to be doing the national anthem in about an hour and 6 minutes.
In fact, they came to my church and they wanted to like stomp on my pastor, and then they stopped real quick when they saw me, and they were like, "Oh man, he goes to this church," and I was like, "Yeah, because I'm gonna try to be nice while they're watching me." And I was like, "But at the end of the day, I'm gonna kick your head in on this pavement." And I was like, and those guys are gonna be all like, "We rebuke you, I'm gonna reset your computer right here on this pavement."
No, you keep rolling. Man, I love this guy. He is we serve a God that went into the temple and they were selling and making money and corrupting everything about it. What here's God. Yeah, let me let you talk about that. Let him.
All right, I'm just going to set the foundation and hand it back to Mr. Pollock, who's going to speak about the righteousness. But part of the sacrifice was that you took your best animals and you journeyed with them, cheated them to make your sacrifice. And when Jesus saw that people were selling premium, oh my gosh!
Yeah, no, you're going, baby. You're
Jesus
all-
saw that people were, man, now Josh has got his tail
Yeah,
up on
now
me.
we're coming in.
So when Jesus
Help
saw,
him, Lord, help him.
No pressure, baby.
no pressure.
No pressure, baby.
So when Jesus saw that people were selling premium cattle at premium prices outside the temple or in the temple, because they were in the temple with stands up, which meant that they had made a deal with the priest to be able to go inside the temple. He got upset that salvation was for sale, and he took a bullwhip out and beat the hell out of them. And he said, "You guys have minimized." And in reality, if you think about in the big picture, they were minimizing his death. So I can't blame him for taking it personally.
Yeah.
Because in the big picture, before his death, it was one thing. In the big picture, when you take it with his death, you're like, so you think that they beat him until his bones were showing. And so when you think that they tore his beard off his face, they ripped the facial hair off his face.
Absolutely.
They beat him until he was blood and bones. As a man who survived a 130-foot Aussie rappel, and I had to do what's called a body break, I was on a 130-foot Aussie rappel, and I had to do what's called a body break. I pulled the rope into my rib cage, and the rope ripped the flesh off my rib cage. But it's one thing to have your rib cage and all the flesh ripped off of it. It's another thing to have the feeling like you're about to be sawed in half. So I had to move the rope 2 other times. So I have this giant Z scar in my rib cage where all the flesh was ripped off my body. So you could literally, when I got done with my rappelling accident, you could see my bones through my rib cage.
You got done with what? Tell me again.
No.
I was rappelling off a 130-foot cliff and I got hooked up bad, and I had to do what's called a body break, and I had to rip the flesh off my bones.
Oh my goodness.
Otherwise, I would have died.
Wow.
And so,
That's what I didn't get.
my best friend was on belay, and when he saw that I was having problems, normally you pull the rope and it locks you up. But when he was pulling the rope, it was pulling the rope out of my hands while I was trying to slow myself down. And so he was hurting me. He was like going to take my life. And so I started fighting against him, and I was pulling the rope against him. Meanwhile, while I was coming down the cliff, I was banging against rocks left and right. And I got scars all over my face, and I got scars all over my body. And he realized that I was having some kind of problem, so he stopped fighting me. And then this asshole loved me so much that he stuck his arms out trying to catch me. And I loved him so much that I was like, bro, I'm already gonna die. What are you doing? I was like, you want to come with me? And I was like, forget that. So I started trying to kick off the rock of the mountain and to get away from him. And when I got done, I clipped his shoulder and I drove up.
Yeah.
Tina Peters!
Yeah.
Oh, I see her. She's weaving. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want.
she-
I hate. It seems like something always happens that we're wanting to see her. I don't know if you can see her from the.
You can see her.
Yeah, let me turn the camera around. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, they made her go back. I figures.
Oh, she got
Well,
in
George,
trouble.
hold that thought. George is about to die. I'm on the edge of my seat. So.
Look, she's gonna get in
Uh,
trouble.
No, she. Hopefully not. I mean, she could be. But I really think that she, from what I've been hearing, she really.
Well,
So
from
George, you got me, man. Your guts are about to come out of your whole body, and
no,
and
just
you're-
my bones.
just well,
So, so I clipped my best friend's shoulder and I drive him into the ground, and I hit the ground, and Then I bounced 3
So
feet.
he did catch you. He didn't get out of the way, or tried to.
No, I clipped him.
Yeah.
I drove him into the ground, yeah. I heard him.
Well, yeah, but he stood there trying to help you, though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and that's what, he made that decision.
Well, I'm
Yes, sir.
glad, but
Yeah.
Was my best friend. And so I bounced 3 feet up in the air, and then I hit the ground again. And the adrenaline was so much that I got up and I said, I need a beer, and I walked away. And then after that, nobody really wanted to talk to me, and sometimes people would come up to me and they would say, well, nobody should be able to live through that. And I'd come over and they tell me about it, and my eyes would all well up, and I'd start crying. And that was subconscious stuff. I'm like, I'm not a crier, but
Right, it's okay, baby.
inside I'm kind of like broken like a mosaic.
Yeah,
So
he's a teddy bear.
no, I ain't a teddy bear. I'm like that movie Splinter.
No, it ain't. Yeah, I don't mean it that way.
And so
Some of the toughest men in the country are understand
traumatized.
pain.
We're traumatized.
Right, you're traumatized. God's got to traumatize
Nothing
us
soft
to get it.
about me.
To get
I'm
it,
broken.
That's. Now you know where I'm coming from, brother. Because I said that earlier, and you corrected me. Said, we don't want our hearts broken, but we do. We want our hearts tender, and that's the hardest thing for a man to keep that toughness that'll stand before unrighteousness and give his life for unrighteousness. I don't want to stop here. Did your friend live?
He lived.
Okay, good. Because some of those stories.
You can see my bones through my rib cage.
Right.
And when I got done, a month later, I had grown back all my flesh, and something like 5 weeks later, I was working out with everybody again. And then none of my soldiers wouldn't talk to me ever again. So at one point, I was on codeine, and I had a friend give me codeine, and every day I had to go see the medics, and they would put Silverdine on me and replace my bandages.
Right. Because it is a burn. I've been there. I know what burns feel like.
Oh yeah, it's the #1 burn cream in the world.
Yeah.
And I had just enough time to get back from the chow hall after taking my meds.
Right.
And get to my room before I passed out. And I remember Sergeant Paxton, he at one time there was a big ass black dude that was in recon with me.
Yeah.
And he stopped me and he goes, Riley, what the hell is going on? He goes, heard you had this fatal hookup. And I started trying to tell him, and he goes, now I don't know what happened because I blacked out. But he told me, he goes, okay, so you were telling me about it, and then all of a sudden you like went backwards, and I thought you were gonna fall. He was like, you leaned back so far, I thought you were gonna fall. Then he said, you leaned forward so far, I thought you were gonna fall. And then you like froze, and then you were out cold. And he said, I had to grab you, and I grabbed the #1 soldiers and took me up to my room. And then they put me on, they had security on me. And so after that, I had guards to like watch over me until I healed. So that's nice that they put guardian angels on me.
Amen. Hey, so you believe in guardian angels?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's right. I do too. I'm gonna tell you.
The story Gideon?
Right. Oh man.
Amen.
How about I know we don't go on emotions or go on things, but my dad used to, when he was dying on his deathbed, I told he had pneumonia. He went into the VA, and the nurse would come in that actually killed him. They gave him a sedative, and he couldn't breathe. What really happened to him. But anyway, I really believe she was lost. And Dad would call him good cop, bad cop. He could see God opened up the heavens to him, and I'm jumping in the story, but God opened up the heavens to him. And for 24 hours, he spoke so much truth of everything. He said they had misdiagnosed him. They thought he, when he first went in, he had pneumonia, and they were treating him for kidney failure or something. And then they realized they were misdiagnosed him, and then they started giving him oxygen for
were just his pneumonia. They didn't do anything for the ammonia, but they were giving him oxygen, and that's their standard practice. Instead of killing the infection that's causing the pneumonia, you know, which oxygen is awesome. You know, if you ever get bad off and everything, oxygen's amazing. We used to use it.
Oxygen makes the oxygen attacks the shock that you're going through, but pneumonia is actually moisture in the lungs.
Yeah.
And so what you need to do is you need to be like attacking the moisture in the lungs.
Right. So during that time, during that 24 hours, he's telling me and Mom, you know, I'm going to go home to be with the Lord. And all that time, he's seeing the spiritual realm that's out there. And he lifted his hands up, and I said earlier that he wasn't a talker, but he literally saw people coming and going. And I believe, seriously, God, you can't tell me that there's not a heavenly host that's, you know, to be with Christ. To be absent from the body is to be with Christ. And so so when you're with him, you know, and you got him living in your heart, you got Christ with you at all times. But then also when you got your loved ones that go to heaven, you know, they're with Christ. And you know, where Christ goes, I have a feeling sometimes those loved ones ask if they could just come with him, you know. And sometimes sometimes they come with him, you know.
Yes.
And so, you know, that's what I believe happened to my dad. I can't just take you verbally and show you in the Bible where it happened. I didn't understand it. I accused my dad of being, you know, on medication. I said, Dad, quit. And you know, quit. And then he said, instead of asking him to open my eyes, I told him, I said, Dad, I said, don't listen to it, because a lady had come in, and it could have been his mama. And I think he'd have recognized it. But, you know, I do believe when you get to heaven, I think God puts you in you know, back in your 30s where you're kind of the prime of your life. I don't know.
New heavenly bodies.
Yeah, well, they definitely
better
knew
than
him.
I ever
Yeah,
had in my
and
life.
so exactly, and so I don't know if they got their new body or not, and so but Dad didn't tell me like he knew who it was that come in, and he just said a lady come in the room and told him he only had 15 minutes, and 15 minutes later he's dead. I mean, whatever, you know, you can say, well, that was just no, there was no explaining that, but he was seeing a heavenly host. He was seeing an angel come in that room, or his mama, or in Jesus, and you know, he would be lifting up his hands and praying to Jesus, and he was saying, I'm going to go be with Jesus. And we would say, no, Dad, we're all praying for you. Our prayers are more powerful than whatever's coming in this room. You know, Mom's praying for you, my brother's praying for you. They're spiritual warriors, you know, and I'm praying for you, Dad. You're staying here with us. And instead of taking him home, and I did tell the nurse, I said, instead of us leaving the hospital and letting him sleep, I said, he wants to be going home to be with the Lord, and he can die at home just as easily as that I hear. If I'd have took him out right then and just brought him home and put him on oxygen. She got mad at us because he wasn't sleeping. He was praying continuously, like you were talking about earlier. And so he's praying, and she gets mad at us, goes gets the doctor, gives him a sedative, and like I said, 15 minutes, he's gone. God will put us through some hard times that we can't explain, and but he's got I don't know why, but God gave me a heritage that I'll never give up. Nobody can ever tell me there's not something beyond this world. You know, this book's real, and there's evil in this world. And like I said, Dad was saying, good cop, bad cop. Some would come in with that didn't know Christ, and he'd call them bad cop. You know, so something was with them that come in, that present, and